Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and I think I've had 3 videos so far where I talk about Black Ops and I talk about things to watch out for and such. But I thought I'd spend this video talking about what they got right. Let's talk about the good stuff a little bit. One of them is balance. So this game is so much more balanced than the previous games. It doesn't, last time One Man Army Noob Tubes came out, that stuff sort of emerged and it was a big problem. So far, nothing like that. I will say that the kill streaks are really, really powerful. Some of the top ones, like, I forget the name of the chopper gunner, but even the regular choppers that go up, the things that are, I think, like a 6 or 7 kill streak, seem really powerful. But that happened in Modern Warfare 2, and I think it's just that, people don't have their stingers up yet. They don't have their stinger class ready to go. So yeah, they're just, right now, they're up there getting kills their entire lifespan, just like Harriers did when Modern Warfare 2 came out. I bet that will change. Nades, you only get 1 grenade, and that's really cool. Also, the blast radius of a nade is such that you pretty much have to know a guy's there, and you pretty much have to put it right at his feet to get a kill with it. And, I think in real life grenades are actually super powerful, but in terms of fun gameplay, they have grenades perfect. Noob tubes. I've hardly been noob tubed at all in this game. Now I was telling my friends, like, hey, look, have you noticed how great it is that no one has noob tubes yet? And they pointed out that the people who have the game now are all hardcore gamers. That's another thing. Everybody's freaking pretty good who's on the game right now, and that makes it pretty hard to do well. So, I'm going to talk about that a little bit more too. But so it might be that if there is a noob tube problem in this game, we just don't see it yet, because the sort of people who have the game now are, the guys who care about their game battles rank, the guys who are running classes that they suspect will be working for that. It'll be the guys who play every day and pride themselves on using bullets, not the guys who run around with noob tube danger close. Those guys, they don't have the game yet. They're not your most hardcore gamers. But from what I can tell, that stuff is solved. I think I once told you guys, oh wow, I didn't realize that everyone backed out of this game when I picked it. One thing I told you guys was that the new tube was really expensive at 5,000. I think they're called CP or something like that, but let's call them dollars, game dollars. And $5,000 is a lot, but a good win and you can get nearly that much. I know I have $30,000 on my character, and I can't even think of anything to buy. I started getting like face paint and stuff like that. So it just kind of piles up, and that it's not that big of a deal. So I wouldn't say that money is going to be the barrier to the noob tube. You do have to explicitly buy it. It's not like the other game where you get 10 kills and all of a sudden you just have it, and you might as well use something. But I don't think that what I said before, that money would be this big barrier to entry, is true, because we seem to have, I seem to have all the money I want in the game. But noob tubes are great. The splash damage is great. The grenades are great. Some of the other equipment, there is so in your equipment you can put a couple different things. You can put a motion sensor, which is kind of like a mini UAV, although they're called spy planes now. And it sends out this little radius, and you can say put it behind you if you're sitting there guarding a flag so that no one's going to walk up. And that thing's pretty neat, and it's not as overpowered as you might guess. I actually think a claymore is more powerful than it is. And there's something called a decoy, and what happens is you throw it, and it makes like bullet-like sounds, and it kind of pops around and moves. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk about how to use this. So you throw it, and it makes bullet-like sounds, and it kind of pops around and moves, and it shows up on the UAV just as if it were, say, me, shooting my gun. And it's a decoy, right? It's a honeypot where people sort of are drawn to it, and you can sit there and say camp your decoy if that sort of thing it appeals to you, right? If it fits the game, like maybe you'd use it in TDM to pull them off some way. Maybe you can throw it and then cap a flag as they run towards it and not you. It's a neat little thing. Some of the, like I've mentioned before in my commentaries, that Halo is a game that comes out so-so, and then gets awesome, as they sit there and patch it and patch it. Call of Duty is a game that comes out awesome, and then as people find little things about the game that need to be better, you might argue that it gets worse. So we'll wait and see how these decoys and things play out as guys figure out the most effective strategies to use them. But as of now, they've fixed a lot of things that are frustrating about Modern Warfare 2, and for that, I kind of want to thank them for listening to the community. The things that Modern Warfare 2 really do wrong, they have right, and that's pretty neat. Oh, the maps. There's a map called Nuketown that looks like it's going to be the next High Rise. It's just something lopsided about. Not lopsided, it's even, but it leads to lopsided games where if a team is slightly better than the other, they could potentially trap them, they could get a high kill streak, and they could just go to town in a way that will be brutal. So kind of like Shipment, kind of like High Rise, if one team's doing better than the other, then it could get reflected in the score in a really lopsided way. If you're 10% better, you might get twice our score. One thing is, I'm not very good at this game yet. Like, I think my KD, it's rising, but it's not that much over 1. It's under 2. And I kind of hit my stride last night. I was averaging about 3 for 10 games in a row or so, and I'm hoping that starts to change. The thing that, like I said in another video, the thing that I do best about gaming is usually making good decisions. So in Modern Warfare 2, I just kind of intrinsically know where your spawn is in the moment that it flips. I know which direction that you're coming from. I know which traffic patterns you're most likely to take, and I know what your motives are, based on where the flag is and where the headquarters is or whatever. Without that, I'm just a 1 KD player, and that's reflected in the fact that my KD is just over 1 at the moment. That and the fact that a lot of the guys we play are good. We jumped into a game last night. So get this. This is a pretty stacked team. I mean, there's Wings of Redemption. I think Juice was in there. I think Bash was in there. I was in there. I don't know. A lot of guys on YouTube that I hang out with. I'm sure I'm leaving out people. Team Art was in there. And there are guys who were level 1. Level 1, right? They had never played a single game before. And we're all like, oh, yeah, fire up the recorders. This is going to be really lopsided. And we won by a good amount. I'll call it 7,500 to 5,000 in TDM. But it wasn't what we expected. I have a feeling that every one of those guys are, pretty much a Wings of Redemption, and that's what they look like on their first game. Not so much better that they beat guys who are who've been playing this game for 12 hours already, or probably more like 6, but good at the game, and that's just the nature of who has it now. So I wanted to call out 2 more things before this thing ends. One, the default kill streak is Spy Plane. Everyone's going to be running it when you get it on Tuesday night. That means that you want to be running Ghost. There'll be spy planes in the air constantly. The other thing is, I have a video coming out, kind of a farewell to Modern Warfare 2. I'm trying to get it out today so it's still relevant, and it is amazingly epic. I wrote a song, and but I didn't sing it because I wanted someone who can actually sing to handle that. And I just got off the phone with him, and he is amazing. It's going to be cool. So check that video out. I think that you guys are going to enjoy it. I think it's going to be one of the cooler things to hit YouTube in a little while. And yeah, man, it is cool. So song coming out hopefully today. Farewell to Modern Warfare 2.